Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a dance tutorial for Shoong by Taeyang and I'm gonna be teaching Lisa's part. Please keep in mind that this video is mirrored, so that's the right and that's the left. Also, don't forget to stretch before dancing, and I'm going to be explaining the steps, but if you want to dance with the music, go and click the link in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful, and yeah, let's begin. We are going to begin by stepping towards the left with our left foot while we slide our right foot to close them. And at the same time, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to do a circular motion with our wrist as if we were trying to grab something, like that. Then we're going to take 2 steps towards the front, the first one with our right leg and the second one with our left leg, and after we're going to place our right leg in front of us. While we walk towards the front, our right hand is going to do this motion as if telling the viewer to come, and we're going to end up in this position. Our hand is going to do that motion of closing in, and make sure that your hand is straight and that the line is clear. Also, notice that my hip and my entire leg is lifted up towards the right, and when I do the second closing motion, it comes back to a neutral position. Now we're going to cross our arms in front of us and we're going to lift them up, and while we do so, we're going to hit with our right hip. We are going to cross our arms very slightly. It's more like they come down and then we lift them up again. When our arms are up, our hands are going to be facing outwards, but we're going to lift them up while we lift our hip up at the same time, and they're going to come down to the same position as before. From the top, it should look like this. Then we're going to step with our right foot towards the front, and while we do so, our hands are going to slide down and our left arm is going to come to our head like that. Then we're going to step with our right leg to the front, and while we do so, our arms are going to get into this position with our hands into fists, and then we're going to hit towards the front with our left shoulder. After hitting with our shoulder, we're going to open up with our right leg, and our hands are going to do this circular motion around us while we move our fingers, and our right hand is going to stop on top of our left hand, like that. Now, with the hand that's on top, we're going to swipe inwards and outwards. I'm doing it from the side so that you can see very clearly how it should be done, and this is how it should look from the front. After swiping, we're going to step with our right and we're going to move our entire body so that we're facing to the right. While we step with our right leg, our right arm is gonna come down and our head is gonna come down with it as well. And then we'll lift our head up. Now, we should have a Taeyang in front of us, but because we don't, we're just gonna have to do Lisa's part. Now, we're just gonna have to use our imagination and believe that Taeyang is in front of us. So, we're gonna do the same motion that we did before of telling him to come to us with our right hand while we step with our right foot behind us. And now the song says you pull up in a Lambo, so we're gonna do the motion of driving with our right hand, and it's gonna be a circular motion towards the left. And while we do so, our left leg is gonna step behind us. And our hip is gonna make kind of a circular motion that follows the same movement as our hand, as you can see. Now I'm gonna do it from the side because it's how it should be done, and we're gonna imagine that Taeyang is there, and this is how it should look like. Now you're gonna turn your entire body so that it's facing the front, and you're gonna do so by stepping with your left leg towards the front. And you're gonna take this position in which your left hand is gonna be on your right shoulder and your right hand is gonna be on your left hip, and your head is gonna be tilted towards the right. Now we're gonna move our hands to the opposite side like that, and while we do that movement, our head is gonna move and it's gonna take a normal stance. It's gonna be facing the front. And then we're gonna open up with our left leg and our left arm at the same time. Our arm is gonna be straight and make sure that the line is very clear. And now we're gonna bend our arm as if pulling something towards us. And after moving our arm, our head is gonna hit towards the left and it's gonna come down as we bend our knees, and both our hands are gonna be placed on our left hip. And it should look like this. Now, our right hand is going to touch our right hip and then it's going to be lifted up while we move all of our body with it. And while we move up, our left shoulder is going to move towards this side, and our hand is going to take that position of sliding with our arm. Keep in mind that even though we are moving our left arm, the movement begins at the shoulder. Then we should move towards the left to hit this stance with our left hand on our left hip. It's kind of like posing. Now this is how it should look all together. Then we're going to hit outwards, first with our right hip and then with our left shoulder, like that. And the second hit is going to pull all of our body towards the right. And now that our left arm is in movement, we're going to take our left hand and it's going to guide all of our movement. We're going to turn. And what's going to guide that movement is our left hand. Now let's do it from Taeyang's part. And once we've turned, our entire body should be facing the left side. Now we're going to take our left hand and we're going to slide it upwards as if we were touching Taeyang's shoulder, and we're going to wiggle our fingers like that. And with our index finger, we're going to move our wrist from side to side like we're saying no. And if you've seen the dance before, you know that this step that's coming is the most challenging one, but I'm going to help you through it and I'm sure that you can do it. I trust you. So we're going to take our left arm and we're going to push outwards with our elbow, and at the same time our right leg is going to slide behind us and our body is going to come down with us as we push with our elbow and slide with our leg. As we go down, we're going to be rotating our body to the side, and that's going to make our left leg to be crossed in front of us, and for that reason we're going to kick it up when our body touches the floor. When we kick it, we're gonna finish rotating our body so that we are facing the left side. Let's try it again very slowly so that you can see how it should be done. Once you're facing the side, your knees should be bent and you're gonna have to come up. So I advise that the movement should come from the knees and not from your hips, because if you do, you can hurt your back. And I also recommend that you engage your core a lot so that you have enough strength to pull all of your body from your knees. I think that the trick to do it right is to engage your core and for the movement to begin at your knees, not from your back or your hips. Okay, let's do everything slowly together. Follow me. Remember to use your knees and to tense your abs. You got it! Good job! Now let's continue with the next step. After you've come up, you're gonna turn your whole body to face the front. And you're gonna take both your hands and you're gonna do this circular movement. Your palms are going to face upwards and the circular motion is gonna come from your wrists, like that. Once you've finished the circular motion, both your hands are gonna come to your chest and you're gonna pop it outwards. Now your right hand is going to come to the left side of your head and it's going to circle it from the back while you step to the left side with your left leg. And once you finish that circle with your hand, you're going to pose to the left side like we did before. As your hand comes down, you're going to strike with it to the right side, and at the same time you're going to hit with your right hip. Now let's do it all together from Taeyang's shoulder part. And as you can see, I'm doing it very slowly so that you can see each movement very clearly. After striking with our right hand, we're going to take our left hand towards the right and we're going to pull someone towards us. Then we're going to move it towards the opposite side, so to our left. And at the same time, our head is going to go to the opposite side towards the right. And as we pull Taeyang towards us, we're going to move our head to his side. And now that we are looking at Taeyang, we're going to take our hand, we're going to point at him and lift that arm. And after lifting the arm, we're just going to leave. And we are done! Let's do everything from the top. I'm not even going to count, I just want you to see the steps very clearly. Okay, now let's do it half speed with counts. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job! Now let's go medium tempo with counts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. You're doing great! Now let's try to do normal tempo with counts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the end of the tutorial. You did an amazing job and I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye!